Hey guys, so this week our activity is over dot plots. So a dot plot is a data set in which each piece of data is represented by a dot or an X above a number. So the plot here said to plot the following data in a dot plot. So I had all these numbers in a box that I had to put dots for. Now the dots just represent how much of that number that I have. So if I'm kind of like looking at what I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. So I have 6 dots on my 10 here. So all I did was put a dot for each number that I saw. Outliers are data values that are either much higher, much greater or less than the other data values. So for example, I could use this 18 here. It's really far off of my main set of data here. Another outlier would be like if I had 25, so my graph would extend and I would have 25 way over here. So it's just a dot that's really far off from the main data set. And I could also have a negative number, so I could say like negative 25. Now we could find our mean, median, and range from this. We could also find the mode. So the mode was the most common. Here I had 7 green dots on the 11. That would be my mode. To find the mean, remember the mean is the average. And to find the average, we add all the numbers and divide that by the number of either dots or the amount of numbers that I actually had. So what I did just to collect these numbers here, I took the amount of dots that I had and multiplied them by the actual number. So I had 2 dots on 7, therefore I had 14. I had 1 dot on 8, 8, 4 dots on 9, 6 dots on 10, 7 dots on 11, 4 dots on 9, 2 dots or 3 dots on 12, and 2 dots on 13, 1 dot on 14, and 1 dot on 18. So let's add all those numbers together. So 14 plus 14 gives us 28. We can do 36 and 36. So 36 times 2 gives us 1272. From there we can add, we could do 60 plus 77. So have 7 here, 137. And it doesn't matter which numbers you add together. So I have 18 plus 8 gives me 26. And I could just add the 26 onto that 26. So times 2 gives me 12. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5, 52. And then keep adding up your numbers together until you get a final sum. So here I'm taking 28 plus the 72. It gives me 100. The 100 plus, we could do plus 52, gives me 152. And 152 plus the 137 gives me 289. So here is the sum of all of my data set here. So 289. Then I'm going to divide by the amount of dots that I actually have. When I added up all my numbers that I had here, this gave me 27 numbers, or 27 dots that I had. So we're going to do 289 divided by 27. 27 goes into 28 one time. I'm left with 1, drop the 19. 27 can go into 19 0 times. From there, I need to add a decimal and a 0. And 27 can go into 190 about 7 times. So 27 times 7 gives us 189. So we're going to stop about there because this decimal does go on pretty far. So I have about 10.7 here for my average. And you can kind of tell where my average number is going to fall. It will fall in between these main sets that I have here. That's just the average. Now, if I wanted to know my actual median, remember median is that middle number. And we had our numbers in order from least to greatest until I got into the middle. So you can do the same thing with a dot plot. Just kind of go, I'm going to go 2 dots here, 2 dots there, 1 dot, 1 dot, 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, until I get to my center dot there. So my median is 11. So it can be 2 values. Remember, if it's stuck between 2 numbers, I add those 2 numbers together and divide by 2. That gives me my absolute middle of my data. The range, it's just the highest number minus the lowest number. That gives you your range. So my highest number here was 18, and my smallest number was 7. And 18 minus 7 gives me 11. If you have any questions, please let us know. Make sure you're doing the activity so you can pie one of our teachers in the face. Have a good week, guys. Bye.